Greetings, I'm Barrett and welcome to Meet Me at the Table. Today we're going to be continuing our playthrough of Maximum Apocalypse. We have our Army Ranger and we also have our Surgeon, and they're banding together to try to take out Triangulation, a hard difficulty one involving a bunch of dinosaurs, which are really cool, which sadly we actually have some dinosaurs with us right now that we don't really want with us. We're going to deal with that hopefully pretty soon. But before we start, there's a few things I want to talk about. And first, I would like to thank everybody in the comment section from the previous video to help me with some of the things that I did wrong. The first one was our flashlight. I failed miserably on this one. It says whenever you take the scavenge action, draw 2 cards, keep one and put the other at the bottom of the deck. I was discarding them, and thank you for everybody that told me about this. Sadly, what we're going to do is I'm just going to keep on going. I don't think we're going to be doing much more scavenging, but there was a point where I probably could have got at least one more card from a red space, but that's okay. The other thing I want to talk about is my mortar and pestle. I missed this one as well. It does say or, and when I used this action, I cured all my status effects and reduced my hunger by 1. At the time, if I remember right, it wouldn't have been the end of the world, because at that time I may have forgotten that I actually had my scrubs, which would have actually prevented me from gaining status effects. So I don't think it was the end of the world, but do be aware that that is an or card, not an and card. And finally, the last thing I want to talk about is all those fuel cards we got. We got a whole ton of those fuel cards, and I was sadly doing those wrong as well, because if you read the bottom of this card, it says equip immediately as a free action or discard. Now, luckily, we don't need fuel for this scenario, and so when I actually was carrying it in my hand with some of my other cards, I shouldn't have been doing this. This needs to be equipped to your character immediately or discarded. Technically, I would have probably discarded every fuel card I grabbed, because there's no reason to have fuel in this scenario at all, unless of course I had items that use this. We haven't seen any yet, so I don't think I would have been keeping any fuel. Thank you all for your help, and if you're excited to see if our Army Ranger and our Surgeon can fix these radio towers and make it back to our military base, then I need you to meet me at the table. Now we're going to go ahead and start with our Army Ranger. He's going to roll his 2 dice and see if any monsters spawn. He got an 8, which means we are going to be putting some monster tokens out there. We're going to put one right here on the city street. Then he's going to go ahead and perform his 4 actions after he draws his card. So the first thing he's going to do is draw his card and see what he has found. He's found another one of these rifles. Well, we don't really need it because we have one equipped, and I don't think there's any reason we're ever getting rid of it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So to keep this card, we have to discard something. And honestly, I don't think I want to discard any of this. This is all really good stuff. I think maybe the antidote, because we have something that can help us with that. I think we're going to get, well, actually, I think we're just going to discard this. I don't really need it because we have one right here. And like I said, I don't think I'm ever going to get rid of it. Now, he does get 4 actions to be able to perform. And I think the first action we are going to do is we're going to go ahead and probably get rid of both of these eggs. These are going to be 2 actions right here, 1 and 2. And we're going to get rid of both of these Triceratops. I'm trying to get rid of these docile creatures, because if we get any other raptors or anything up here, we're going to be dead meat, because I don't have any bullets for this, and I don't believe I have any type of ammunition at all to be able to take care of that guy. So we're going to go ahead and discard both of these. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and play one of my cards. I've got medical supplies, which allows me to restore 3 health. And as you can tell, he's in a world of hurt with 7 health. So he's going to go back up to 10, which hopefully will help him a little bit. We're going to put it right there. We're going to go ahead and discard our medical supplies, and we're going to play one final card. We're going to play Recon. This card allows me to flip all adjacent map tiles without triggering their effects. So let's go ahead and take care of that. So we're going to be flipping over the 4 cards adjacent to him. The first one we're going to flip over is this one. It's a jungle reveal. Discard any equipped gear, and every time I enter, you have to draw a monster. Now, I do not do any reveal effects when I do this. Now, sadly, I didn't really need to probably flip this one over because we're going in that direction, but let's see what we have found. We have found a prison reveal, end your turn. Also, you lose 1 action when you enter here. Oh, that's terrible. All right, I don't think we want to go here. But look, we can search for absolutely anything we need over in the prison, so it's not the end of the world if we go there. We've also found the Oasis. I can end here to decrease hunger by 1. Wow, I think I know where I'm heading. But sadly, I've run out of movement. This is his last action right here, sadly. We got another jungle. Discard any equipped gear or discard a monster when you reveal it. Now, this card, I believe, does say I ignore all the revealed effects. I will map tiles without triggering their effects. So we're not going to be triggering any of their effects. Those are his 4 actions. He is done. Now we're going to go ahead and trigger any end of turn effects. I don't think I have any. A lot of these are passive. And yeah, I think that's it. All right, he's going to go ahead and gain 1 hunger. Then the monsters are going to attack. Now, of course, our Stegosaurus, he is docile. So he does not attack us unless he's hit. Then he will stampede, which again, we haven't seen. And I'm very, very excited we haven't seen that. He is completely out of actions. And we're going to move over to our surgeon's turn. Our surgeon is going to start by rolling our 2 dice and seeing what number we got. We got a 7, and there are no 7s out here. From what I understand, 7 is a safe number. So she's going to go ahead and draw her card. Let's see what she has received. Molotov cocktail. I think we're going to keep that. That seems pretty good. Let's see how many cards she has. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we're going to have to discard a card in order to take the Molotov cocktail. And I think we're going to discard our scrubs. We already have a set of scrubs on right now. So we're going to get rid of that one. The rest of these are all really good. I want to keep all these cards. All right, we're going to go ahead and move into our 4 actions. So our first action is going to be moving. We're going to move over to the tunnel, and then these 2 are pretty much going to stay there the rest of this turn and work really hard to get themselves back up to hopefully some good fighting action. So with 3 actions left, the first thing we're going to do is use a free action, which we're going to be able to, once per turn as a free action, give or take trade scavenge cards with another player as long as you're in the same tile, and both of them are together. So we're going to go ahead and trade. Our surgeon is going to give 4 bullets over to our Army Ranger, and she's going to gain the food here. Then she's also going to use the food, so that's her second action. She's going to go ahead and use her food to gain 1, 2, 3, 4 points of hunger back. She's also going to pass an egg during our trading session as well, because he's got to go ahead and use these to get rid of that other dinosaur. And for our surgeon's final action, she's going to use Hippocratic Oath. Oh, this card is so awesome. She's going to go down to 1, and she's going to heal our Army Ranger 6 points. So he's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 up to here. That's what our card does. Our Hippocratic Oath is going to give him 6. Now our scrubs, though, are going to allow us to increase him health restoration by 1. So he's going to go up to 17 health. So he's doing a little bit better. The reason I healed him and not her is because, of course, she still has her Kevlar vest, which allows her to at least reduce some damage. Of course, it doesn't work on hunger, but if anything attacks, at least she can keep reducing it that way. Well, she's got 1 more action left. Oh, what else can she do? I think she's going to go ahead and move with her last action over to here so we can decrease our hunger by 1. So that's her final action. We're going to move into our end of turn stuff. We don't have any. We're going to gain our hunger because we ended there, but then we're going to decrease it 1 because we have to eat, because that's really how this works. Now, I'm just so paranoid about hunger after our last run, and I think it's really going to be wise to keep on ending our turn there. But that's beyond the point. She is going to be completed, and we're going to move back over to our Army Ranger. And we, of course, are going to start our turn with our dreaded die roll. And see what we get. We've got another 8. So we're going to be putting another token out right here. That's the only 8 I see on the board. Now remember, we can't have more than 3 on any given spot. So I can only roll an 8 one more time and really have it hurt us. So that's going to be our spawning phase. We're going to move into his 4 actions and gaining a card. So our Army Ranger is going to go ahead and draw his card. He's received another remote mine. Discard this on the map tile you occupy. Remove all monster tokens on the tile or deal all monsters on the tile 3 damage. I think we're going to go ahead and keep this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think we're okay. We're going to go ahead and actually, for one of our actions, place this down right here on this tunnel. I'm going to put that on the tunnel because that way, if we ever have to try to come back, because of course we do have to come back that way to get to the army base, we can blow anything up. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to play this card to go ahead and put 4 bullets back into my gun. So we're down to 2 actions remaining. We're going to grab our 4 ammo and place it out here on our gun. Let's see what else I've got. I've got recon, covering fire, ammunition, grenade, flashbang, spare parts, and the ghillie suit. We're going to go ahead and spend this as well. We're going to get rid of our Stegosaurus, our docile creature. That's going to be our 3rd action. And our final action, we're going to go ahead and move again and gain back 1 hunger because we're going to end on our oasis. Then of course we're going to our end of turn. There's nothing here. We're going to go ahead, gain or lose a hunger, and we're going to move on over to our surgeon. So our surgeon and our army ranger are hanging out in the oasis. They're actually doing really good on food right now. Now, of course, we have to check out these two things, and we've got to put our spare parts there. Then we have to get all the way back to the tunnel and run all the way back up to there. Let's see if we can do this. First, we're going to roll our dice, and we got another 8. Wow, that's hilarious. We've gotten lots of 8s. We're going to put this last one down in the city streets, and guess who's not going anywhere near the city streets? That's right, these two people right here. We're going to have to go ahead, and we have to now start doing some moving. And sadly, I don't know which way to go because I don't have any idea of what these cards are. Sadly, I wish I could have played my recon card one more time before it turned into her turn, but I didn't have the choice or the actions left to do it. So our surgeon is going to go ahead and gain a card. She has gained another Molotov cocktail. That's fantastic. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We're going to go ahead and keep that. And I have to try to remember that I can grab one more card. We're going to gain back our 4 actions. And I wonder if there's any cards I really want to use. Oh, I could use another Hippocratic Oath to hopefully heal somebody. I think we might do that. Why not? Let's keep our guys looking pretty good. No, I'm going to keep it because so far we're doing okay, and whoever gets hit first will probably be gaining that card. What we're going to do is I'm actually going to use my mortar and pestle here to go ahead and reduce my hunger by 1. We're going to go bring it back to 1. I'm really afraid of starving if you can't tell. I think, oh, I'm sorry. I should have flipped her card back to this side. That's something I should have done, which means I could do this with her if I wanted to heal her 2. That might not be a bad idea. I'm going to go ahead and do that as well. So we're going to go back to 14 health here. The reason it's 2 is because I get 1 from the surgeon and 1 from my scrubs, going ahead and bringing it up by 1. All right, those are 2 actions. We're going to continue on. I think we're going to move for our 3rd action. So I think she's going to go up and he's going to go down. So she's going to go ahead and check out what is behind door number 1. It's a swamp. What's this? 8. Oh, I roll a lot of 8s, so we got to get out of here. Test. Success. Add a monster token to this tile. Fail. Activate all monsters attached to you. Oh my gosh, I totally want to fail this is what I want to do. We're going to go ahead and move up here. So we're going to go ahead and test, which means we're going to go ahead and test our stealth skill. Hers is an 8. So we're going to go ahead and see if we can pass this test. So we're going to go ahead and roll 2 dice right here. See if I can get them in the shot. We got a 7, which means that we have passed the test. If you roll the number or lower, you have passed the test. So we're going to go ahead and do what the swamp tile says. It says, add a monster token to this tile. So sadly, I actually would have wished I would have failed because we don't have any monsters attached to us, so nothing would have actually happened. So we're going to go ahead and put a monster tile token right here. Now, I don't think I have to do another test because I already technically passed the test. So the monster token, I think, just gets added. Otherwise, I could have to use a stealth to try to not have to worry about this token becoming a monster on me. If I'm wrong about that, please let me know in the comments below. But I believe that that just kind of stays there for now. And if we ever encounter this again, though, I'm going to have to do a stealth test to see if I can get by that creature. The reason I don't believe I roll is because I think it only activates when you enter a tile with a monster token. And since I'm already there, I don't think I have to take that test. Now let's continue on with our Army Ranger. But before we do that, we do have to go to our end of turn phase, and also we have to lose 1 hunger. Now, of course, our Army Ranger has to roll his dice and hopefully not get an 8. He got a 2. Well, I don't even think there are any 2s out there. I think a 2 is a pretty good number, unless it's under here with the remote mines. No, it's not. They're an 11 and a 4. I'm just going to put the remote mine card, I think, right over here to try to remind us, but I'll try to remember it's on that. All right. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put a token on it to signify that that is where the remote mine is. I'm going to put this token right there. Now we're going to go ahead and draw a card and take some actions. We got another recon card. Well, I actually might be using that card pretty soon. We're going to go to 4 actions, and I think the first thing he's going to do is he might actually use that recon. No, I don't think it'd be not a good idea to use it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We got plenty here. I think what we're going to do is we are going to move first because we have a lot of actions then after we move to deal with whatever's on that tile. So our Army Ranger is moving down to here. Let's see what he has found. He has found a river. Oh no, he has to test here as well. Move to this tile or return to the previous tile. Oh no, he's going to make a stealth test as well. So we're going to pan out and make our stealth test. He's going to go ahead and roll and see how he does. He got a 9. And if we look at his stealth score, it is equal to or less than his stealth score. Wow, we've actually put these people in the right place because he can actually move into this tile. That's perfect. And now I think he is going to use his recon card that he has. He's going to activate this recon card to look over here and see what we have found. A forest. If you move again this turn, draw a monster. Oh, barf. All right, we don't want to go and do that. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to put that back here, but we're going to discard our recon card. That is our second action. We moved here, we used recon, now we're gonna move into there, and that's gonna, if you move again, okay, yeah, we can do this. We're gonna move into there with our next action, and then our last action is we're gonna go ahead and play those, what is it? Our spare parts. We're gonna play these spare parts to go ahead and take our star, and we're gonna put this over on top of the military base. Now, the reason I'm going to place it up here on the military base is just to remind me that I do have 2 of them done, and that's where we need to go. I know I should probably keep them where they are, but this, at least I've signified that I've activated this one and fixed it. Of course, if there's anything that makes me have to destroy that and have to come back, I'll place the token back there. That's his 4th action, because it takes an action to do the fixing of the antenna. So he is done. We're going to move in the end of turn phase, and he's going to have to eat. So we're going to move our hunger track down by 1, and we're going to move over to our surgeon's turn. Our surgeon, of course, is going to start by rolling some dice. Let's see what she gets. She got a 9. So we're going to put tokens down on anything with a 9. We've got 1 here, and I think that might be about it. No, we have 1 right up here. Now, the interesting thing is if we start coming back to the tunnel, we're going to have to go through a lot of these tokens and hopefully make it up to that military base without getting killed by a bunch of dinosaurs. All right, those are all the 9s on the board. We're going to draw a card for her, and she has got a taser. What's this? Mid-range, stun an enemy until the start of your next turn. That's really good, because if I can stun any of those raptors, or whatever you call them, the other guys that poison you because it's a big long name, you don't have to worry about them actually attacking the other dinosaurs, causing stampedes. I'm going to go ahead and put this in my hand. So I'm going to go ahead and take the taser, and I'm actually going to discard this mortar and pestle and equip the taser. Oh, it takes 2 to equip. I didn't notice that. Never mind. We're not equipping the taser. I don't want to get rid of the scrubs. I really like them. We are going to hold in our hand, though. Who knows? If we find a really bad enemy that I can't kill with the drill in time, I could equip the taser and deal with it. So we're going to make sure we hold on to that. We're going to go ahead and give ourselves 4 actions. And our first action, I think we're going to have to move over to that other radio tower. So let's go ahead and see what is at the radio tower. Hopefully it's the happy place. Oh, it is. My goodness, it is. Oh, I can't believe it. It is the happy place. Immune to damage when you end your turn here and started your turn somewhere else. Wow, that's absolutely amazing. So she actually did end up in the happy place, and she's going to spend her last, or she's going to do another action. I'm sorry. She's going to go ahead and use her spare parts from her game or her hand here. We're going to use these spare parts to fix our last radio tower. And we're going to go ahead and place our radio tower right here on the military base. We've got all of them fixed. We just have to get back through the tunnel and to the military base, and we have completed this adventure. This is absolutely awesome. We're doing fantastic. Now, I do have 1 action left. I wonder if there's any cards I want to use before I move, because I think I'm going to have to move. That's going to be my plan. All right, we're going to have to move over here, which means we're going to have to go ahead and test, which we have to test an 8 or lower. And we got a 4, so we're fine, kind of. That means we have to place an enemy token here. Remember, if there's ever a time I can't place a token, we have lost the game. Now, we still have quite a few tokens, so we're doing okay, but if we can't, we're going to lose the game. That'd be terrible. That's the end of her turn. She is going to lose 1 of her hunger. She's going to go down to 3, and we're going to move over to our Army Ranger's turn, who's going to go ahead and roll up his dice now. Let's see what he gets. He got a 4. We're getting absolutely awesome rolls here. So the 4, of course, is going to be where we're going. It's going to be our tunnel, which isn't the end of the world. And let's see where else. I think it's the only 4 on the board. Yes, it is. It's the only 4 we have. Now, of course, the last time I played, I forgot about this actually being on the board because I was more concentrating up here, and I don't ever know if I rolled a 4. But I think I went with that we didn't. But that's okay. We're going to go into the Army Ranger's turn. He's going to draw a card, and let's see what he has found. He has found himself, another one of those rifles. He's going to discard this. He doesn't need it. Or do I have to discard it? I think I actually have plenty of room. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So yeah, plenty of room. We'll keep the machine gun just in case. And we're going to go ahead and move. Now let's go ahead and read this tile. If you move again this turn, draw a monster. We don't have to because it's not this turn, it's a new turn. So we do have to test our stealth here in order to get across our river. We have to test this. If we succeed, we get to move into the tile. All right, let's see what we do. We got a 10. He failed. So he has failed that action. He's down to only having 3 actions left. And he's going to test it again to see if he can get into that river. He got a 9. That is his stealth score. His stealth score is 9, so he was able to get the stealth score or below, so he is allowed to move into this tile. That's his second action. His first action was to try, then he made it, so it's second. Third, now his 4th action would be to move over here unless I want to try to deal with that. Well, I don't have anything that's going to help me, so we're going to move into here. Oh, I do have something that's going to help me. I've totally forgot. I got the remote mine. I knew I put that there for a reason. So we're going to place this card. We're going to discard it to remove all monster tokens on the tile or deal monsters on the tile 3 damage. We're going to remove all monster tiles. We're going to remove this from that card, and now we're going to go ahead and move, because this is not an action to use this. It just says to discard it. So those are his 4 actions. So moving to our end of turn, we don't have anything happening. We are going to lose 1 hunger, and look, we're almost going to start starving again. So we got to get back to that base soon, because I don't have any other food. I do have that mortar and pestle, which means I could help him each turn to keep him up, but I really just want to get out of here and get back to the base. I think that's going to be our best plan. Now, before we start the surgeon's turn, we do have to, I think I did this wrong. So when I moved over here, I had to test, and a success adds a monster token to this tile. Now, just because I've tested, I have to still move in. I probably still have to take a stealth test for the actual token that was there before I moved over here. So she's going to take a stealth test and see if she passes this. She got a 4, so we're totally fine. It's not the end of the world. We didn't do anything too bad, I hope. But I believe what you had to do is test to see if you had the tiles, and you also did test to see if you actually have to deal with the token that's already there. I think you have to take 2 tests. If I'm wrong, please let me know. But I think we had to take 2 tests when we made it to the swamp. We did just fine. We're going to go ahead and draw a card for her. She's got another taser. Wow, she's found all her tasers. Apparently they were hidden inside her coat, her scrub somewhere. All right, we're going to go ahead and do our 4 actions now. We get 4 of them. And I think our first action is to move here. Our second action would be to move here. And then I can go ahead and take this tunnel. Oh, I forgot to roll to see where our spawns go. This was just our stealth test. Our spawning is going to be at 7. Good. We didn't have any spawns. So now we're going to move 2. There we go. All right, we're moving 2, and then we're going to move again up to this tunnel. So I'm down to 1 more action left. Before I move over to that gas station, maybe there might be something I want to do. Let's look. I don't think I have anything. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my mortar and pestle, or I might try to heal myself, because that way I'm not going to have to deal with that. I'd rather the Army Ranger deal with those. And with her one last action, she is going to go ahead and use a restore. She's going to go to 16 health. That way, at least, hopefully, I can overcome any adversaries I come across. Now, of course, we do have to lose 1 hunger. And again, we're getting close to our starvation. All right, it's going to be our Army Ranger's turn. He's going to go ahead and roll his dice and see what he gets. He got a 10. Oh, no, look. A 10 is right where she is. She's going to have to draw a monster card. Are there any other 10s on the board? There's 1 right here. So let's go ahead and put a token right there. And I don't think there's any more up there. Nope, that's all there is. But we do have to draw a monster for her. So let's see what she has found. She has found an Allosaurus. What is this? 34 health. Oh no, Allosaurus attacks the weakest monster attached to you. It only attacks you if you are the only valid target. Well, we don't have any other monsters. This thing's just going to come and eat us. Oh no, this is terrible. All right, that card is on the surgeon, and I only have 4 bullets, which means I'm only going to be able to do a total of 20 damage to it. This is going to take forever to kill this thing if we even decide that's the best plan of attack. All right, we're going to go ahead and move into our 4 actions, and we're going to draw our card. So let's see what our Army Ranger has found. He's found surplus ammo, fully reload a weapon. Oh, that might be really good. I'm definitely going to keep this. I think we can take this Allosaurus out. I think we're going to be okay. Let's go ahead and do our 4 actions. Well, I think, oh, I don't know if this connects, but it's not technically adjacent. So I don't believe I can use my M16 rifle. Mid-range, deal 5 damage, split among up to 5 targets. I don't know the rule behind the tunnel, but the way the rules for range go is mid-range. These cards can target and affect the space that you occupy and adjacent orthogonal spaces. Okay, never mind. And question is answered right there. That is not orthogonally adjacent. So we're going to have to move. We're going to have to use one of our actions to move. And then I think what we're going to do is we're going to blast that Allosaurus for 15 damage. We're going to do half its damage right now. 15. So this Allosaurus just took 15 damage from our Army Ranger. That's the end of his turn. He's going to go into his end of turn effects and gain hunger. So he doesn't have any end of turn effects, but he is going to gain hunger, so he's going to begin to starve, and he's going to have to take 2 damage. He's going down to 15 life. Not the end of the world. We're still doing okay. We're going to move into our surgeon's turn. All right, our surgeon's going to roll some dice. Let's see what happens. She got a 6. I don't think that's going to hurt us too badly. There's no 6s down here, and the only 6s from our last turn in these games, we rolled all the 6s we could, and they're already full. So we don't have to place any enemies, we do have to draw a card, and we're going to have to probably take on this Allosaurus. Oh, we got Steroid Shot. Pick a player. That player may play 2 cards right now. Oh, he's totally going to do that. I'm going to use this right now. I'm going to play that so that our Army Ranger can go ahead and play his surplus ammo. I know that I've already got 1 ammo in there already, but if I can fully load his gun right now out of his turn, he can shoot the rest of these at him. So I'm going to go ahead and put 3 ammo back onto our M16 rifle that can have a maximum of 4. That's her first action, and he gets to play another card. He's going to play his Flashbang, stun all monsters on a tile in range, and he's going to do that to that Allosaurus. So she's got 3 actions left. He went ahead and stunned the Allosaurus. She's got 3 actions, and she's going to go ahead and use this drill 3 times. Now, I'm not sure if you use the drill, if it actually is going to stun him, and if that's the case, I would use these actions first. I would use all 3 of these to do 9 damage, then stun it, if that would be the way it works. But I believe even though a creature's stunned, you can still attack it and you wouldn't actually unstun it. But if that's wrong, the order of operations would be drilling it 3 times and then playing this Steroid Shot to reload that weapon and stun the creature. So let's put 9 more damage on that creature. So we're going to place our 9 damage right there. That's the end of her. She's going to go ahead and take a hunger, and we're going to go ahead and do our end of turn. He's going to go ahead and attack, but he can't because he's stunned, so he's going to go ahead and right himself so he can get us next time, and that's the end of her turn. All right, Army Ranger, let's keep these good rolls coming. We got a 4. Again, the 4 is down here, so I'm not too worried about it because we're not going back through that tunnel, and I don't think there's any other 4s on this board anywhere. No, there's not. So we're going to move into his turn. He's going to go ahead and draw a card, and we're going to see what he has got. He got a Guile Suit, another one. A Ghillie Suit, sorry, I keep calling it a Guile Suit all the time. It's a Ghillie Suit. Ghillie Suit, oh, I gotta get that in my head. Maybe I've been playing too much Street Fighter 2. All right, do not draw a monster card if your tile is rolled. I should probably put that on him. But right now, I'm more concerned about getting rid of that Allosaurus. So he's gonna gain his 4 actions, and he's gonna use 2 of the actions to go ahead and shoot that Allosaurus. So he's gonna do 10 damage to that thing. And doing 10 more damage to our Allosaurus here is going to get it up to 10, 20, 30, was it 10, 20, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 34. That's all we need. Oh, okay, good. I thought my math was terrible. 10, 20, 34. 34 damage. This thing is dead. All right, goodbye, Mr. Allosaurus. Wow, that thing was amazing. 34 health, but we did it. We were able to take it down. I'm glad I didn't draw that at the very beginning. I don't know how you'd take that thing down. All right, we're going to get rid of all these tokens, and we're going to continue on with our Army Ranger. At this point, I think our Army Ranger is going to move up to the shelter, and then he's going to go ahead and equip his Ghillie Suit. Yes, said it correctly. His Ghillie Suit. We're going to go ahead and put this on. We're going to go ahead and unequip the flashlight since we don't need it. I should have actually done that a while ago and put the Ghillie Suit down. And that's going to be the end of his turn. He is going to lose 4 health from his starvation. 1, 2, 3, 4, and he's then going to have to tick down his hunger here by 1. And that's going to be the end of his turn. We're going to move over to our surgeon, and we've got to get home probably next turn, or it could be really bad for him. So our surgeon's going to go ahead and roll her dice and see what we get. We got a 4, another 4. All right, so just to show you, we only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 more tokens left, and we have to put one down on number 4. Lucky for us, not rolling anything that's going to be putting multiple. Like if we would have gotten 11, that would have been 1, 2, 3 that would have gone down, meaning we only had 5 left, but we've been doing okay. We've only got a few more turns, I think, to get out of here. All right, that's her roll. We're going to grab a card for her. She has got quick thinking. Draw 2 cards and 1 scavenge card. All right, we're going to put that in her hand. She's going to do some moving. She's got 4 actions. She's going to try to make it back to that military base. Let's see if we can do it. She's going to move 1 up there. She's going to move over to the hospital. And we're going to go ahead and roll our dice to see if we can stealthily move past that creature there. We rolled an 8, which, oh my goodness, check that out. That's just enough. So that's our 8. We've moved past this thing without triggering the enemy. We've gotten to the military base. She has made it there. So that is 1, 2, 3. She has 1 left. Actually, you know what I should have done? I should have healed him on the way through, but I forgot to. That would have been really a smart plan of mine, but I didn't. Oh no. All right, let's see what we can. I think that's about it. She has 1 more action, though. I think she has to still do it. And I don't know what I can really do sitting up in the military base. Well, I could use quick thinking. Why not? I'll do that. I'll draw 2 cards, but she only has 3 left. Wow, we got really close to killing her off. If she would have not been able to draw a card, she would lose the game. All right, well, maybe I'm not going to play that then, just in case. I think I'm going to keep that where it is. We're going to go ahead and maybe do, oh, I should have done Hippocratic Oath on him. So bad that I didn't. All right, we're going to do it on ourselves then. We're going to play our Hippocratic Oath, and we're going to go ahead and heal ourselves. 6, 7 health. We're going to go up to, what, 23? That'd be fantastic. I think that's her max health. It is her max health. That's awesome. So she's back to full. She's made it all the way through this entire adventure and came back with full health. Wow, can you imagine that? Of course, the problem is she's now going to take some starvation. So she is now going to have to take 2 damage because of her starvation. She's down to 21, which isn't the end of the world. We're going to flip her card to remind us that she is starving. All right, we're moving over to our Army Ranger. He's going to roll the dice. He got a 4. Again, we're only going to place 1, and that's going to be down on the tunnel. The tunnel is down here. We're going to place our final one. It does have all 3 tokens. We're then going to go ahead and take our 4 actions and draw our card. He is going to gain another helmet. All right, we're just going to put that in our little draw pile here. This is going to be our big move. Let's see if we can actually make it. We're going to go ahead and move 1 right here, and we have to roll our stealth skill. Let's see how it goes. We got a 4. We were able to sneak by this creature, and we made it back to the military base. That is it. I believe that's the end of our game. We've made it back. We have a couple actions left to do. I don't really know what I'd really do. Probably nothing. I don't really need to do anything. I could just throw some grenades just for the fun of it, even though it doesn't matter. But we've made all of our characters get to the military base. We have repaired all of our radio towers. We have completed triangulation. We did it. It says here, any player where the base come together to boost our things. Setup. Oh, where does it say our victory is? I think it's on the back here, isn't it? We'll have to find our victory. I think we did it, though. We did do it. If I could just look at the cards here. It says objective. Repair 3 radio towers. Return to the military base. As an action, any player may place spare parts to repair the tower. We have made it back to the military base. Our characters were successful. And there you have it. That is Maximum Apocalypse. I should have discarded this token when I used our bomb, but that's okay. We have completed it. We actually made it through. We didn't even have to worry about any stampedes, which is kind of good and kind of bad. I wish you could have saw that in action, but also glad that it didn't actually happen. Now, of course, we were down to 11 health with our Army Ranger here, and we did get 21 health with our Surgeon. These two worked really, really well together. Not to mention, having the ability to stun enemies is amazing in this game, especially fighting against all these dinosaurs. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the playthrough of Maximum Apocalypse. This is a fun game. I really enjoy this game. I had a lot of fun playing this and also any other adventures I've actually played. I've played this a couple other times with my wife, and we've had an absolute blast playing this game. And I'm hoping to get it out to the table again soon so that I can play some more. If you did enjoy the playthrough, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell symbol so you know when some more videos come out. Also, please feel free to leave anything in the comments below. I would love to hear from everyone. This game has been a blast. Did you enjoy the dinosaur setup? There are so many other different types of scenarios that you can play in Maximum Apocalypse. And on top of that, this is only the first one of a 3-part series of this. I might actually continue this series depending on what people say. If they want me to continue this, I will try to do my best to continue this. But for now, this is the end of Maximum Apocalypse. Thank you again so much for watching, and if you're excited to see what comes next, then I need you to meet me at the table.